Hello and welcome to another video on the 3 Off the Tee YouTube channel. This is an update on the quest for single figures. If you haven't seen the first video, my name's Martin, I'm 50 years old and I play my golf here at Royal Ascot Golf Club. I started 2017 with a handicap of 14.0 and it's my firm belief that I can get down to single figures. Now I'm trying to do that this year in 2017. But if that doesn't materialise, then I'm happy to make it an ongoing project, and I have an utmost belief that I'm a single figure golfer struggling to get out. I did an original video what seems a long time ago now, so I'll post a link to it, and it kind of explains everything about what I'm working on and my aims and how I plan to get there. But it's now the week after Easter and a couple of weeks since Sergio's fantastic win at the Masters, and it really feels like the golf season's about to start. We had our first major honours board event at Royal Ascot over the Easter holiday, and that's called the Hay Cup, which is a bogey competition. Now I started 2017 with a handicap of 14.0, and prior to going into the Hay Cup at the weekend, my handicap had risen to 14.3. So the mathematicians amongst you will know that I've played 3 qualifiers and have got 0.1 each time. To be brutally honest, my golf hasn't been fantastic. Now I've had some lessons with my usual pro, a guy called Andy Piper at Lavender Park Driving Range in Ascot, and I've managed to record a couple of those, and you can check those out on the YouTube channel. But to be honest, there's been a real issue of transferring what I've done in the lessons and what I've carried over into my practice after that and moving that onto the course. My golf hasn't really been fantastic, and we did hit a bit of a low point a few weeks ago when I played in a social round, and it was so bad that I got as far as the 11th hole, picked my ball up and called it a day. I wasn't enjoying it, and to be brutally honest with you, I was in very grave danger of actually spoiling it for the rest of my playing partners. Now, from that low point, I've been working hard on my game, specifically the short game, because my pitching and chipping are 2 areas that have caused me grave concern, not only since I started the quest for single figures this year, but historically. I do a blog which is also called 3 Off the Tee, and you can check that out. The link to it is in the opening titles of this video, and you'll see that the short game has been an ongoing problem for a number of years. So it's one part of the game that I've been working really hard on. Now, as I say, we played the Hay Cup over the weekend. It's a bogey competition, and you can pick what 2 days over the Easter holiday you wanted to play. Now I went out on Good Friday and marked a card for a friend of mine and didn't actually enter the competition, and I would have gone round in -3, so I'd have been 3 down to the course. However, I chose to go out on Sunday as part of the usual Sunday roll-up, and I didn't play very well, and it was one of those games where if it could go wrong, it did go wrong, and I came back with a score of -6, which was good enough for another 0.1 increase on my handicap. So I was sitting there on 14.4 and precariously close to going up to 15. Now, had that happened, I'd have taken it squarely on the chin and just carried on working harder than ever before. As I say, there's a dogmatic, firm belief in there that there's a single figure golfer. To give it some context, a couple of years ago, around the 2012, early 2013 mark, I did manage to get down as far as 10, but could never quite break through into that single figure bracket. So unfortunately, since then my handicap has gone up and up. There have been a few mitigating circumstances, but I frankly haven't played very good golf. Now, I played my second round of the Hay Cup on Bank Holiday Monday, and things are starting to improve. There are signs of improvement, signs of life. I actually went round in +1, so I actually beat the course on the day, and that's been good enough to give me a 0.3 handicap cut. So my handicap is back down to 14.1, so I'm now only 0.1 from where I started originally. Now I'm not going to say the quest for single figures is up and running, because I've been bitten by that before. I would say though that I didn't feel like I swung the club great, but I made a score, and that's something that I've not been able to do for a long time. My short game was better, I putted great, and to be honest my driving didn't feel fantastic, but I got it round the golf course. I look around at all the single figure golfers in my club, and not many of them have what you call textbook swings. A lot of them are actually quite agricultural, but they find a way of scoring. Again, most of them don't have stellar short games, but they find a way to score. That's got to be where my focus is from now on. I'm going to go away now, and I'm going to work on my short game, and I'm going to work on my chipping, my putting, and all those aspects of my game, but I'm not going to get driven by trying to find a perfect swing and grind it out on the range or on the practice ground. I think in the past I've been guilty of trying to work too hard on my long swing to the detriment of the scoring areas, and I've gone out on the golf course with too many swing thoughts in my head. I'm scaling the practice back, I'm practicing on the areas I think I'm weakest at, and I'm going to move forward and get the quest for single figures up and running. So I hope you've enjoyed this update. I'm glad I've been able to give you some positive news at last, and if you like the video then don't forget to give it the thumbs up. More importantly, if you've got some comments on how you think I can improve and get from this 14.1 position to a single finger handicap this year, then please put them in the comments box below. And more importantly, if you like what you see on the 3 Off the Tee YouTube channel, please subscribe. There's plenty more content coming, including some putter reviews, and I've got some online video logs coming, and there's also going to be a video coming on Aimpoint Express, which is a green reading method. So stick around for all of those, and as I say, don't forget to subscribe.